You know, you talked a little bit earlier about what it was like at night, and I thought this was a really good section of the book. Here's the way we handled the nights on the front line. Once darkness set in, everyone went to his foxhole. Orders said no one left the hole for any reason. As I pointed out, we ceded the night to the enemy. From caves and tunnels within our lines and units, these adversaries infiltrated our positions. They sought to come into our holes and kill with knives, bayonets, or guns. Some simply moved in close enough to toss in a hand grenade if they found the occupants on the alert for them. So we declared open season on anyone moving around above ground. To combat this type of warfare, each foxhole comprised more or less a mini fortress within itself. The man on watch with weapon ready sat near the top of the hole so he had a panoramic view of his surroundings. This proved vital as the deadly nocturnal infiltrators came in from all directions. While on watch, you had to stay mentally alert, clear-headed, and responsive to any movement near your position. A moving shadow in the night presented a target to challenge with gunfire. I had the first 2-hour watch. When tired, sleepy, hungry, scared, lonesome, and homesick, a 2-hour watch seems like an eternity. The constant booming of incoming and outgoing cannon blast filled the night air. Intermingled with the ear-splitting blasts came the prevailing rattle of machine gun and rifle fire. Interwoven with the blare and the clamor of these machines of war, you heard desperate human utterances filled with all the emotions that life allows. When your watch ends, the night calls on you to sleep. Sheer, debilitating exhaustion will put you to sleep, usually a restless, troubled slumber. I'm going to continue on. In the deep of the night, after my second round of sentinel duty, a staccato of pistol fire at point-blank range startled me awake. I leaped to my feet at full alert. I could see Massia crouched up beyond the dividing ridge. In a hoarse whisper, I asked, "What's up?" He answered, "We have a visitor." "Did you get him?" "I don't think so." "Where?" "On your side." Then I heard it. The dreaded sound of metal striking the wooden stock of a rifle. A Japanese grenade activates by whacking its firing pin against a solid object. This whack ignites a fuse that burns for 7 seconds before detonation. Beyond the rim of my hole, hidden in the darkness, an enemy soldier had the drop on me. I had no options or defense for the inevitable. Then I saw it coming in a looping arc toward me, a harbinger of death. The burning fuse gave off a radiant, sparkling light like a kid's sparkler on the 4th of July. I had to get it out of the hole before it exploded. With a sense of urgency enhanced by stark terror, I cupped both hands together. I caught it in mid-air and shoveled it over the rim of the hole out of harm's way. Sadly, the rapidly burning fuse did not give me time to scoop the missile back in the direction from whence it came. Massia had my pistol, else I could have scrambled to the top of the hole and possibly got some shots off at the adversary, but I could only crouch and wait. The interval didn't last long, as out of the darkness came a notifying sound telling us they had armed another grenade and sent it on its way. However, this grenadier showed some smarts. He held the grenade for about 2 seconds before tossing it. This delay gave me only 5 seconds to do my thing. Out of anxiety, I reacted too quickly and bobbled it. As I hit the deck, I kicked it, at the same time throwing up my arms instinctively to protect my chest and head. The kick and the explosion occurred simultaneously. My feet and legs took most of the shrapnel, and volcanic ash hatched by the blast. I fell to my butt to a sitting position on the slanting side of the hole. I felt very little pain in my lower limbs, but my head throbbed with the mother of all headaches. I had a deafening ringing in my ears, accompanied by excruciating pain. I couldn't feel or move my legs. I sat there stunned, deaf, and trying to recollect my notions. Another grenade landed within inches beside me. Without thought or reason, I hoisted my hips to come down on the glittering missile. This witless act placed the right cheek of my buttocks on the device. My weight pushed the grenade into the loose volcanic ash, which absorbed a great deal of the energy generated by the blast. Now this one really laid some hurt on me. I knew that I had to get some help quick like, or I might never leave that pit alive. Help, I realized, sat about 25 yards away. I couldn't stand or even feel my legs, so walking or even crawling exceeded my options. Dragging myself with my elbows and hands appeared my only option. Getting to the top and out of the hole took just about all my strength. Kind of like swimming upstream in the waters of a river at flood stage. At the top of the hole, I lost it. I either fainted or, out of futility, acceded to death. I know not which. Lying there in that state of oblivion, an ethereal entity began to take form in my mind's vision. Out of this ghostly apparition, I came face to face with the voice of my mother. She commanded, "Sonny, you wake up and get to those who can help you. Don't you dare give up. We all love you and you need to return to us." And then my former football coach, Joe Coleman, appeared. And he said, "Harvey, you sorry little shit, get off your dead ass and move out. There's hell to pay, and you got to pay it. I ain't a having none of your quitting. Now hustle, else I'm kicking your skinny butt." When the old coach spoke, it came out as demanding commands. You listened and you reacted. You know, I reached deep inside myself and find the strength and power to drag my failing body the last few yards to help and safety. Thanks, Coach Joe. At the brink of the hole, I came to a halt to alert those inside of my presence. Before exposing myself to possible friendly fire, I called out, "Sam, this is Harvey and I'm hurt bad. I'm coming in. Now don't shoot." So, 3 grenades thrown at you in your hole.
Fear saved me.
You were able to throw the first one back.
Well, I just kind of shoveled it back. I didn't actually catch it. I just shoveled it out. It just struck my hand. I got it out of the hole completely, but not where I should have. I wanted it to go back toward the guy that had thrown it, but that didn't happen.
And then the second one, you bobble it a little bit, lands at your feet.
Yes, it landed at my feet. I kicked it, and it kicked back. Took me out of the game.